Now see, we are in the third section for the logic. In the last section we have seen one example which was tautology. Now let us have one or two more examples for testing whether this given statement pattern is tautology, contradiction or contingency. Now let us see the first one. I have already prepared it. Now it is having two statements P and Q. Then you can see this bracket, P implies Q. When it is true, true is true, then false, then true, and then true, using this P implies Q column. Then P and negation of Q. For this one you have to first prepare negation of Q. So this is negation of Q, reverse values of this Q, and this then P and negation of Q, that means P and this one, and see, for and when both are true it is true, otherwise it is false, so we got these values. And as there is no space, for suppose consider this as A, so these are values of A. Now we can observe the first value is true, second is first is false, then second true, and then false. That means these are mixed values, so you have to write a statement here. As the values in the last column are T and F, this is neither a tautology nor contradiction, that is contingency. So in this way you can prove whether it is tautology or contradiction or contingency. Now let us see one more example, P and Q, and then last column, that is P and Q implies Q. Now it is very simple because you have to prepare only two columns, and it is true, false, false and false. Then this column implies this column, T implies T is T, F implies F is T, you know, F implies T is also T, and F implies F is also T. Now we can observe these values. Here all the values are in the last column. You have to write a statement here. All values in the last column are T, hence given statement pattern is tautology. So it is very simple to know whether the given statement pattern is tautology or contradiction. This is second example. Now let us see one more, third one. Now to prepare this one, we have to require first P and Q. That is very simple. P and Q. Now then it is true, false, false and false. It's very simple. See, once you practice for utilizing this one, you can prepare truth table within 1 minute. Now you have to prepare this one. For that one you have to prepare negation of Q. Now this is Q, negation of Q is F, T, F and T, and then you have to prepare this one, that is P implies negation of Q. So it is P implies negation of Q. Now this column implies this column, T implies F is F, T implies T is T, F implies F is T, and F implies T is again T. Now you have to prepare AND for this column and this column. So suppose this statement pattern is B, this one, then you have to prepare for AND. This T and F is F, F and T is F, F and T is F, and F and T is F. Now you can observe all the values in the last column, they are false. That's why this is contradiction. So it is very easy to know whether the given statement pattern is tautology or contradictions. Now in this one there are two statements. Sometimes there can be three statements. The logic is the same. If all the values in the last column are T, it is tautology. When all the values are F, it is contradiction. And when the values are mixed, it is called contingency. Now in the last session we have seen one more thing, logical equivalence. Examples we have not taken, so we have written 2 or 3 examples. Now let us see how to prove the logical equivalence. The question is, prove the following logical equivalence. This is equivalent to this one. Now for this one you have to prepare first table, and in the same table you can prepare a column for this one. Now in logical equivalence you have to number the columns, because at the last you have to refer to specific columns, they are having same values. Now this is first you have to prepare P or Q. So it is P or Q. Or in or you have only one value is false when both are false. So it is true, 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 true and false. Now it's negation. So it's negation of P or Q. That is F, 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 T. Now for this one you have to prepare both columns, negation P and negation Q. So negation P, negation Q, and then this one negation P and negation Q. Now negation of P, that is negation of this one, so it is F, F, T, T. Negation of Q, F, T, F, T, and then AND of these two columns, F and F is F, F and T is F, T and F is F, and T and T is T. Now you can observe these two columns, this column and this column. Suppose if you number the columns, it is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. So you can see column 4 and column 7 are identical. So column 4 and 7 are identical, and hence you can write down negation of P or Q is equivalent to negation of P and negation of Q. So again you will observe one more thing, that if you know how to prepare a table, the logical equivalence you can prove easily. See, this is one more thing you can learn here only. This is disjunction and its negation. How do you find its negation? You have to make negation of the first statement. Now you have to change this OR as and negation of second statement. You have to remember this one, because this is useful for writing negations of the statements later on. But again you can have one more here, negation of P and Q. You will have to write negation P or negation of Q. Now you will try to do one more. This one, suppose. So for this one you have to prepare first P implies Q column. Now T implies T is T, T implies F is F, F implies TP, T is T, and F implies F is T. Now its negation, that means negation P implies Q, negation of this column F, T, F, F. Now for preparation of this one, you have to prepare negation of Q first, and then you can prepare P and negation of Q. Now negation of Q means F, T, F, T, and now this column and column P. So this column and this column, and T is F, T and T is T, F, F. Now we can observe two columns, this column and this column. Suppose this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. You can observe column 4 and column 6 are identical, FT, FF, and hence this statement pattern is equivalent to this statement pattern. So it is not difficult to prove the logical equivalence if you know how to prepare a statement pattern, a table for given statement pattern. Okay. Now you can take one more point, how to find dual of given statement pattern. Dual means there are 2 or 3 things you have to remember, and or are replaced. So in the given statement pattern, if and is there, you have to replace by or, and if it or is there, you have to replace by and. Similarly, when you have T, replace it by F, and when it is F, replace it by T, and when it is small t, replace it by small c. See here, true, T means true, F means false, this is and, this is or, and this T means tautology. Meaning of the small t is tautology, and meaning of the small c is contradiction. Now suppose you have statement here, though it is logical equivalence, or you can have statement here, P implies Q and P and not Q. Suppose you want to write down dual of this one, but you have to just follow these 3 things. Dual is implies will be as it is, P implies Q. Now replace this and by or, then write down P, again AND by OR and negation Q. See, only these two connectives you have to replace, otherwise it is implication or negation or by implication, all you have to keep the same. So this is very simple to know or to write dual of given statement. If you have suppose one more statement, then P or T and or C and not Q. Suppose this is your given statement, then how do you write dual of this one? Simple, it is P and OR is replaced by AND, T is replaced by C, this OR is replaced by AND, C is replaced by T, again this is OR, negation of Q. So if you use these three rules, it is very simple to write down the dual of given statement pattern. I think we'll stop here and we'll see the remaining part in the next section. Thank you.